Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor refused to let poisonous Brooke palm. At Forrester Creations, Thomas pushed Brooke to accept that she'd lost Ridge and that Taylor had won for good this time. Brooke protested due to what happened in Italy, but Thomas argued that Taylor was the woman Ridge proposed to. Brooke corrected Thomas on that since Taylor actually popped the question, not Ridge. Indeed so. Thomas was adamant that his parents would be wedded and refused to let Brooke rob their family of any further time together. Taylor realized Ridge was breaking effects off because of Brooke, so she blustered about Brooke and Eric getting inside his head. After Taylor refused to let Ridge throw away their engagement, she claimed poisonous Brooke would just let him down again and reiterated that she wouldn't let him do this. Taylor outburst now that Ridge is rejecting her. We'll see Taylor fight for the espousal and hold Brooke as well as Eric responsible for manipulating effects. Brooke take a poke at Taylor during a battle with Thomas. Brooke will point out that Ridge wasn't indeed the bone who proposed and contend Taylor dragooned him into their rearmost engagement. Once a fat and trendy client named Rana arrives at Forrester Creations, Brooke and Katie will make sure she gets the perfect dress. Luna transferred a mask snap to Will while in the Forrester design office. Will opened up to Katie about how delicate it was keeping secrets from Elektra about the Riddle woman, but Katie understood that he didn't want her to hurt her and suggested perhaps he could put what happened behind him. At Lee Place, she could tell Luna was featuring about Will again and principally pushed her to stop wanting what she'd no way have. Luna was distrustfully auspicious about still getting a chance with Will, but she didn't unmask anything further to Lee. Although Lee planned on Luna getting 2 jobs and rising above her meddled-up nonage, Luna intimately had other ideas of getting a Spencer and no way having to work. Once Luna was alone, she smiled mischievously as she handled a gestation test box and eventually texted Will a snap of the mask she wore that night. Will looked unsettled over the textbook, which said it would be their secret. Luna's survival will shake effects up once it spreads. Hope may be on the verge of getting a heartbreaker. Liam will also come to someone's deliverance while Sheila ends up with a reason to horrify. Katie and Rana will also sputter with Brooke about her fortune with Ridge, so they wouldn't want her to give up on the man of her dreams. Liam will come to Will deliverance since Will needs help relating the masked Riddle woman. After Will presents the secret girlfriend textbooks he's been getting, Liam will come a computer geek again and find out where they're coming from. Will's going to take a trip to Lee apartment structure, where he'll check out the 3 apartments Liam suggests looking into. Once Will settles on the one where Luna is staying, he'll head in through the uncorked door. Luna will turn the restroom into her den, but Will's going to demand to see who's in there. Will Luna let Will see her face or keep herself hidden a bit longer? Lee may get swept up in some drama when she returns to the apartment. Sheila bound to get updates on all this latterly and feel fear rising up. Likely, Sheila wouldn't want Luna to land back in captivity, but she'll also fret over her marriage to Deacon and Waddleby if he finds out everything she's been hiding. Thomas may have a major blow-up if Ridge stands by his decision not to marry Taylor. Thomas going back off the rails, so Brooke might be in real peril. Hope feel herself growing near to Liam again, but what does that mean for Carter? We can go Carter will keep fighting for Hope and the wedded future he wants, but Daphne will suppose it's time to throw in the kerchief. Carter may dig his heels in and get indeed pushier about setting a marriage date, but that wouldn't change how Hope feels about Liam. Liam will presumably make some bold moves to boost his chances with Hope, so she may come Carter's heartbreaker sooner or laterally. Daphne will be staying to pick up the shattered pieces if Carter faces a crushing blow. Carter tends to rebound snappily in situations like this, so Daphne may not have to stay long if Hope devastates him. Lee and Sheila, they'll strengthen their bond thanks to all the Luna chaos. Sheila and Lee will nearly come musketeers, so commodity good will come out of the Luna madness they're both stuck in. Luna seems poised to fake some gestation test results and dupe Will with some dummy baby news, but she'll run into some obstacles along the way. Luna will prove she's a force to be reckoned with, so stay tuned. Lee may intrude Will and Luna showdown. Will Lee come home to chaos after Will arrives at her apartment? Lee isn't thrilled about leaving Luna alone since she knows there's always a possibility that her granddaughter will sneak out. Lee can't stay there around the timepiece and occasionally has to leave Luna on her own. Lee will give Luna another lecture about her meaningless dreams. Since Lee doesn't suppose there's any macrocosm where Will could fall for Luna, she'll formally again push Luna to forget about him. Lee can tell that Luna is fixating on Will and this idea that she could have a future with him, but she'll try to shut all that down. Lee may leave to meet with some of the attorneys she's been talking about. Helping Luna avoid a captivity judgment wouldn't be easy, but Lee remains married to making sure she avoids the slammer if at all possible. That's why Lee feels like it's important for Luna to stay hidden until they can come up with the proper legal strategy. Lee will offer another memorial of that and trust Luna to stay out of trouble before she leaves the apartment. Lee doesn't know about Luna's sneaky textbooks to Will, so she wouldn't anticipate Will to use those textbooks to track down his secret girlfriend with Liam's help. Will's going to barge in Lee's apartment ultimately and rattle Luna by calling out while she's behind the restroom door. We might see Will covenant to camp out there until the riddle texter reveals herself. Luna's been eager to expose her survival to Will anyway, so she might decide to roll with it and show her face soon. Since Luna is delusional about Will and so numerous other effects, she might eventually crop from the restroom and reveal she's alive. Between that and the news that Luna was the one attacked on drunk Will that night, Will may have a furious meltdown. Lee comes home and finds Will in the middle of a major sweepstakes with Luna. That could lead to Will lashing out at Lee too and putting her through a grilling session. Will may realize Lee intimately saved Luna and has been keeping her put away down all this time. Still, she'll have a chaotic homecoming and scramble to explain what's going on, if Lee does ail Luna and Will's heated battle. Thomas' fury will erupt while Rana the Swell shows up. Luna will also find herself trapped. Thomas will take an unwelcome walk down memory lane and rant about all the times Brooke ruined his family's happiness. Brooke may rush to her own defense, but Thomas will grow decreasingly angry and perhaps indeed a little deranged. Effects will go from bad to worse soon since Ridge just blazoned that he can't marry Taylor. Despite Taylor's attempt to talk Ridge out of bailing on her for Brooke, this marriage just isn't going to be. Taylor's desolation could set Thomas off in a big way, so we'll see if he targets Brooke ever in the coming occurrences. Thomas will clearly put Ridge on full blast, but he may save up most of the blame for Brooke and crave vengeance. There'll be a distraction at Forrester Creations latterly since Rana the Swell will pop in for a lovely Forrester gown. Rana will also hear about Brooke's romantic life during this visit, but Brooke wouldn't know Ridge has ditched Taylor at that point. Lee will gossip out further tough love. Luna needs to get it through her head that Will isn't a romantic option for her. We'll get some backing from Liam when it comes to figuring out where the cryptic phone dispatches are coming from. Will's going to end up inside Lee's apartment, so Luna will be trapped in the restroom as he orders whoever's in there to come out. It'll be a big moment as Luna determines whether she'll stay put or surrender to Will's demand and unleash the coming round of mayhem. Daphne may embrace another occasion to steer Carter down from Hope. Daphne may play up Hope's ever bond with Liam and prompt Carter to see that continuing this engagement will only lead to heartbreak. Hope will indeed struggle with her passions for Liam and growing dubieties about her marriage, so Liam may take advantage of the situation, too.